If you think you might be interested in studying music at Key Stage 4, hopefully this video should answer your questions. Would music be a suitable Key Stage 4 option for you? Okay, a couple of things to consider here. How did you enjoy and develop in music in Key Stage 3? How did you go through years 7, 8 and 9? If you got to the end of year 9, you love your keyboard lessons, you've developed, you can play melodies with your right hand, chords with your left hand, or even if you sing a lot outside of school, or you get lessons on the guitar with Mr. Duncan or something. If you're at that sort of stage with music and you want to learn more, then come and do the music course. If you're struggling in music or you find it quite tiring when we have our practical sides of the lesson where you have to practice, or you just think that you're not getting anywhere, I'm warning you that you're just going to do more of that at GCSE music, so you've got to make sure that you like that side of it. And then it moves me on to my next point. Do you enjoy the subject? The most important thing with music is it doesn't really feel like work if you enjoy it. So if you have a passion for music and you enjoy doing it, it will be such a lovely GCSE for you to do, and it will be sort of the opposite of stressful because you enjoy it so much. Many people are passionate about music, so this might be you. So it's a vocational qualification rather than a GCSE, which just means it's a lot more practical and hands-on. So it amounts to the same in performance tables, but it's just not called a GCSE, it's a vocational qualification. What exactly do you have to do on the course? So the course is 100% coursework, which is really good news for some people because many GCSEs have a written exam at the end or a couple of written exams at the end, and it's quite a lot of pressure on that. Whereas with this course and the coursework, you get to work through the coursework in your lessons, get little tips from the teacher. In one of the units, musical knowledge, you get to resubmit your work after I've marked it formally. So it's a little bit less pressure, arguably. So in the musical knowledge unit, this is the more theory side of the course because you need to know your music theory to some extent if you could be really, really good at playing. So you have to write a research essay on 2 contrasting genres. You've also got to write a track review. What's really fun about this course is you can pick the genres and you can pick your track review, so it could be a wide range of music that you look at. I've got some year 10s looking at classical music and some year 10s looking at more popular music. Unit 2, instrumental study, quite self-explanatory. You get to practice your instrument, organise and plan it, get your teacher, me and your instrumental tutor to help you through a practice plan so that you could improve. And you get marked on your progress for this unit. Unit 3 is live music performance towards the end of year 11. That's where you and your classmates, you organise a gig, you perform to people, you rehearse leading up to it, you get into bands. It's really fun, and that is part of your exam at the end of the course. Do I need to play an instrument? Well, yes, probably, because if you've got to nearly year 10 and you don't, it just probably means that you don't really enjoy it. So you might be a singer, that certainly counts as an instrument. You might have gone through Key Stage 3 and become quite confident with playing keyboard, or you might play drums outside of school or guitar. Please come and speak to me and Mr. Edwards, because you might play an instrument out of school, or you played one in year 6 and you'd like to continue that. You just need to speak to us about that. But playing an instrument is going to put you in a more positive position before going on to the course. What do I gain from studying music? My parents think it's a soft option. So, not everybody that studies music even wanted to be the biggest pop star in the world. There are many reasons to study music, and it can benefit you in so many ways. Doesn't mean you just have to have one goal to become a famous musician. It has lots of transferable skills, so they're skills that you can transfer onto other areas of your life that will benefit you in other areas, or even in jobs when you're older. So here's just some of them. Discipline. Studying a musical instrument makes you so disciplined. You are serious about it, you study it, you focus, you spend time in it, and you can apply that sort of work ethic to other situations. Obviously it builds confidence, you're performing in front of people. Analytical skills, teamwork in your bands, creative thinking, organisation skills, and it builds on your self-expression, which is so important at this time in your life. What can I do with a music qualification? There are actually loads of jobs you can do if you go through the music route. You've got the obvious ones at the top, but you've got the slightly less obvious ones towards the bottom. So this is if you wanted to follow it through and do something specifically music related. There's been quite a few studies on how beneficial music is. So if you wanted to either persuade your parents or persuade yourself how useful it is, do some research on this. So here's just a couple of headlines about it. So learning a musical instrument can actually make you achieve higher in other subjects because of the focus that you have in music, and because it accesses parts of the brain that not many other things access all at the same time. It's like magic. Finally, I really hope that lots of you apply to do music next year. There's so many musicians in year 9. I'm looking forward to seeing who I get, and again, if you have any questions, just come up to the music department and ask me, Miss Campbell, or Mr. Edwards. Good luck with your options, year 9.